Smile.
Hello, 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 everyone. We're here today with the Next Chapter Chronicles with Tony and Rita. Tony, I think I knew Tony for quite a while because he was teaching in some of my communities all about safety and security online, which is something we all need to know about. And you know what? All of that stuff you do, Tony, is so appreciated. And Rita, she and I worked on
Mhm.
one or two committees together, right?
That's
The
right. Yeah.
Mexico committee, and I think something else in the 50 plus group. I can't quite recall. But,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
we've known each other for a while and only met face to face in
Mexico.
Mexico.
That's right. We took the online offline.
Yeah, the online, offline. It was so much fun, wasn't it? Okay, so I'm going to give a little introduction to you. Why don't you guys introduce yourself?
All right. Well, first of all, we're very thankful for being here. So thank you very much, Susan, for
Mhm.
Oh, I
inviting us.
appreciate you coming.
Yeah. My name is Tony, and this is my lovely lady, Rita.
Mhm.
And we are from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. And we're, like I said, happy to be here. A little bit about ourselves. We're basically I've been in the information technology for about 30 plus years. Rita's in recruiting,
Mhm.
and besides the day jobs that we have, or our career jobs, I like to call it, we have an online business. Been doing it for about 5 years now, and
Awesome.
so
Oh, you've been in it for a little while
yeah,
then.
we have been in here
Mhm.
5 years.
Mhm.
Oh, nice, nice. So, what led you, I guess, in the first place, just to start your digital business?
You know, it's funny because 5 years ago, our answer is different than it is today. Isn't that funny how you don't know? So I know for us, 5 years ago, we were in a situation where we were looking for ways to make extra money. Like even just an extra $500 a month, right? But we have full-time jobs that are not just 9 to 5. They can go outside of those hours. So having a second job really wasn't an option, and we didn't want to spend more time away from each other. So we didn't even know what was possible. You know how you just don't know, you don't know what you don't know.
Mhm.
And we're like, well, what can you do online? And I'm thinking admin, like I can go work an admin job.
Oh, some of the gigs that they have going. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
like
online teaching,
or
or
something that could do that was online, right? And who would have thought that you could run your own business online? Like that wasn't even something that we would have even thought of or knew there was. Like
yeah,
we didn't know that.
we did know that whatever we did, we wanted to do it together as well too. So we
Hmm.
had dreams. We had
So nice.
our big dreams were to travel. We like to travel, and we like to meet people and such. And that was our kind of gravity to
Right. Like I
doing
mean,
this.
we've tried I guess the online is a little different than when I sold Tupperware one time, right? So the idea of something extra has always been there.
Mhm.
Never thought of it as an online business, right? You've always thought of yourself, you have to sell a product, you had to, and then host parties and events and pray that your friends and family would just support your little small business, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I mean, there's challenges to every kind of business, though, and so I don't want everybody, who listens to this to think that,
Yeah.
this is all sunshine and roses. There's challenges. So, what were some of your challenges that you felt came up when you first started your business?
Oh, challenges.
There's a
Or
few. I
even
mean,
your
people,
fears, right?
yeah,
Well, the biggest one was, could we do it? Like we, we had no, we took a leap. Really, is what it was. Like
yeah.
we had no idea if we could do it. We're professionals in our industries, right? IT. You think I would have no problems with the social media part of thing, but it's stepping outside of your comfort zone as well too, right? And we did that, and but it was scary. Like,
Yeah,
are
and
we too old for this, right?
right,
Like,
and technical. Like I'm in my head when I thought online, like I'm not an influencer. Like, what? Like, what? How am I going to get followers? Like, what does this mean? Like, I'm going to go on there and get all these followers. Like, we didn't understand, right? And the systems explains it to you, so you
Yeah.
do understand.
We did know that we saw other people doing it, all ages, especially younger folks. And I think I remember saying, if they could do it, why can't we? Like, I mean, they're not naturals. People learn how to do things, right? Just like we did 30 plus years ago when we started our careers. Or
what was your first time like when you went live?
Oh.
Abba.
Like, you think you have to say, like, even today you saw something about it's okay to pause.
Yeah.
It's okay to breathe.
You,
It's okay to not know everything.
yeah.
It's okay. But and when you're going live, you're like, oh, I gotta tell all these things, and you don't know how to relax. It's okay. Like, there's that fear of people are gonna judge you what you say.
Yeah,
I think
but you learn that. I mean, you're going through it and you're learning, and you guys are really natural on camera, I think. So
yeah, we thank you for that. And it's funny because people have always said that as well too. And then we get and do what we do, and we're thinking, oh, that was just crap. Like, I'm talking fast. I'm stumbling over words. At least I'm thinking I'm doing that right. And but I think we've done enough of it, and we're always focused. Like Rita says, we've improved since we started. We talk slower. We say less, but point on the key points or key words that need to be really focused on as well too. So.
And I mean, really, at the end of the day, we're all just everyday people trying to figure something out, right? Yeah. Whatever that is, whatever our reasons are, we're all going to have different reasons why we're looking for something, and that's really what it comes down to. And I think it's the community that we're a part of that allows you to be safe and feel safe and know that we're all in here for the same reasons.
Yeah, the community, the training. I mean, you're never alone, and you're never without some sort of support. And even though we don't have a lot of training like official training on, say, safety and security, that's where, I mean, Tony has just been a star for so many of us.
Are you going to put me on the spot for a security tip? Is that what you're going to
do? No.
Okay,
no. I could ask a question or two about my VPN, but I'll leave that. So you've been doing this for a while. How are things looking now? Like, what's going on with your business, with your life? How has it evolved from the start to now? Because 5 years, that's quite a while. You've been there for a while.
But I mean, I think one thing that we want to point out is it's our business. Sorry, it's like it's their own business. So you go at your speed. And you're right. Like, there's a couple of times where maybe life took a different direction. We moved since starting this business. We were out east in Ontario, and the opportunity to move out west and kind of get ourselves out here and stuff. So that takes time, but that's what's brilliant about the business is it works at our schedule.
Yeah. And we like I said earlier, we had dreams of traveling lots of it, and we were also in debt too. And over the 5 years, we've been able to bring down our debt. We've been able to travel more. We've been to Mexico 3 times in the last 4 or 5 months. So in total, since November, we've been to Mexico for 5 weeks out of those months, right? So that's for us. That's what the business has done for us, right? And the people. I mean, there's a list of things that we could dream. Dream.
Just dream. When we first started, we had what we call traditional careers, right? You have a mindset, a traditional mindset. You go to work, you come home, and you continue to do that. That's your life. You don't always know that there could be something different or anything. now we can think differently. Like if something happened to my job, I'm not stressed out about it. I've got a plan B, not something that I would have thought I could have had before. And this has allowed us to not, what are we going to do when we were able to kind of enjoy this second half of our lives,
Mhm.
right? You know, we're 50. We don't want to be working forever, but we're not going to be retiring either. Sorry, I shouldn't say we don't want working. We don't want a traditional jobs or careers forever. We want something different.
Yeah. Tony, are you still working now?
Yeah, I'm consulting right
Okay.
now, so that helps with the flexibility as well that we have as well too. So yeah, absolutely. It works, right? I mean, I really like what I do, and it's really hard to step away from it. So I got good clients, I got good people I work with as well too. The consulting for me is good, and working the online business gives me the time to work the online business as well too. And I really like that because I'm really stepping out of that, that suit and tie IT professional. Not that I've worn a suit and tie in some time since we work from home and work from pretty much anywhere.
Oh, Rita, do
But
you work from home too? I thought
I
you,
do. So
Oh.
what I do, I
like
part of
besides the business, right?
right.
Yeah.
So like what's happened is since starting this, like you talk about, not everything is financially growth. There's a mindset in there. And I know people are like, what's that word mean? Well, we never thought about working from home. Like it wasn't something that
no,
we thought of. We both had employment that you drove to, commuted in the morning and commuted home at the end of the day. And you, in our heads, you had to go do your job somewhere else. Since finding this opportunity and learning about being able to have more control of your time, we've both have changed our employment. I like being a recruiter. I still like what I'm doing. We both work 100% from home. Like we're both in remote roles.
yeah, and we've noticed since we've started our online business, we also have control of even our career jobs because we were able to do this. There was other reasons as well too that we were living in Toronto when we started this business, and because our online business helped us grow and be able to move away from the concrete jungle of Toronto and move out west here, and we're from the west here in Canada as well too. So it was nice to come home.
Yeah,
So you're from Calgary, right?
correct.
That's
Correct.
where my home base is.
Yes.
And then you moved to Toronto, and then you moved back to BC.
Yeah.
My summer place is, by the way, it's in the Shuswap.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll have to definitely meet this
Yeah,
summer.
we'll maybe do a few wineries or something.
There you go. Now we're talking. That's a whole different online, offline, right?
Yeah, it really is. But we'll have lots to talk about.
But
Yes.
that's what's brilliant about this community, right? Is we never would have met.
No, we probably wouldn't.
The people we've gotten to meet from all different walks of life and different areas that otherwise your career that you had, those are the only people you're going to meet. Like how do you meet other people
Mhm.
that share
Yeah.
Globally too. Like,
globally? Yeah.
Yeah.
what was it? Lola was from Australia. Was it Lola? I mean, we've met people from all over.
Right.
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
Africa, Kenya. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, lovely people too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, are you going to go to Mexico again next year?
We plan to.
You mean this year?
This year
Oh,
already.
gosh, this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, time is flying, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'm going as well. That's going to be so much fun. That's
Yeah.
It was very impactful.
it was,
Right.
and it was small enough that I felt like everybody connected so well, and it was just set up so beautifully. And
It is
yeah,
community within a community.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've actually maintained that as our little community within the community with our own chatting and oh, sorry about that. That's my daughter texting me all the time.
Yes.
You don't know anything about that, do you?
No, not at all. So Susan, we never asked you what got you into the business.
Well, I had already retired and Brian was just retiring, just around all that was happening with the pandemic and everything, and working in the oil services companies. A lot of our retirement money was tied up in that. So it impacted us in a way that we would never have understood would even happen to us.
Right.
And so, I mean, we're okay, but we're not set. So I had already done online business before, kinds, but none of them really worked out. None of them really were what I thought they were going to be. And, so different from what this business is. And so I had actually said no more. I wasn't going to do any more. But then there came that moment where we had to make a decision on where we were going to go with our life. And I said, well, I'm going to do this. And he said, sure. And so he doesn't do it with me. He's worked so hard for so many years. And those last few years, I'm telling you, they were so hard on everybody in the oil industry and oil related industry. I think any industry, let's face it, the pandemic affected everyone.
Yeah.
And so he's taking it easy. He's working his hobbies and he's
Fantastic.
reading and doing his thing, and I love it. So, and he's golfing. He's here right now, but he gets out there and golfs a lot in the summer and while we're down here in Palm Springs, and it's perfect,
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. And it's good for me because then I get time to play with my computer, and that's the other thing I like about, how we talk about the time freedom. Like my daughter is here, and I know her and my girlfriends are off right now, but I'm just going to head over and meet them, when I'm finished, and we're having sushi, and we're just out for fun.
That's it. That's what life should be, right?
Yes,
We're
exactly.
enjoy our lives
Yeah.
while we can, and
Yeah.
something that we don't allow ourselves enough to do.
Like you said, second half of our lives, right? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just move on to the next chapter here is what I'm thinking. Where do you guys see your business, say, in the next 3 to 5 years? I mean, we did a lot of goal planning. We did a lot of things like that when we were in Mexico, and I know we're going to be doing it again. Have you got sort of a vision of where you're hoping to be in 3 to 5 years?
Yeah.
yeah,
Not working our traditional
careers,
right? And yeah, like
Still
slow
doing the
travel,
business, though.
a little more slow travel where we could go stay somewhere for a few months.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to take advantage of more of the commission program of the business as well too. So we want to get to certain levels and just enjoy. We like talking to people. We like helping people. I love doing the security tips. I see myself doing a little bit more of that at some level within our community, outside our community as well too. But just we're getting up on our own time. Maybe we're in the hills of Italy or Portugal or Mexico, and someone's making someone coffee. That's me making her coffee in the morning. Just stuff like that. Like we're getting ready to slow down and stuff with our lives as well too, and where we live in the future will be determined on a lot of things, but we're travelers and we want to continue exploring until we can't anymore.
Oh, that's super. Yeah, I know. And that's the wonderful thing about this is, I mean, I was in Portugal in May 2023, I guess it was.
Wow.
And I did the Portuguese, communal Portuguese. And I did this business the whole time I was walking. And that's a 500-kilometer walk, or somewhere around there. It's a little bit less than 500 kilometers from Porto to Santiago, but I just did it in the evenings and I'd stop at a little cafe on the way and take a look and see what was going on, and then I'd be on my way again. And it was easy. It was easy. So
a couple of hours,
Susan,
that's all you need.
Susan, I don't know if you know, but we're Portuguese.
I know.
No.
Well, I thought I would mention it. I don't know that I ever mentioned it to you guys that I had done the Camino.
No, I don't
I don't
recall
think
it.
so.
No.
I don't think so, but that's good to know.
Do you know,
More
that
popular
might be
now.
an option for me next winter. I don't know. I have to talk to my husband about it, but it would be a nice, they say that Portugal is one of the best places to go to.
Yes.
And it's affordable. It's beautiful, of course. And the history and everything is just amazing. So maybe that's next year. So let's just sort of wrap it up with, if you could give a piece of advice to people who are listening, who might be considering the business, but, you know, kind of on the fence too, what would that be?
That's a
Well,
good question.
It is a good question, and it's very easy to answer as well too. Like, do you know, people who are out there sitting on the fence, you know, take your time, do some research, watch the videos that you've received, and do more research. And the nice thing about it, if you haven't got into the business, there's also a refund available. If you
30-day money guaranteed
so
back,
you have
so
you
why
know
not?
you have 30 days to, once you just make that decision to do you want to go in, or it's not for you, which is okay. It's not, the business is not for everybody, right? But
Exactly.
for us, it was, we took the leap, and we're glad we did, because we said to ourselves, I remember, what do we have to lose?
Yeah.
Right.
And something that's really important for people to understand, you're not doing this alone. Yes, it's your business, but people like us, this is what we do now. We help you be successful. And that's a whole different mindset, right? Like I said, in the beginning, when we first started, it was about making an extra $500 a month. And now our goal is to help other people be successful.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And to change their whole mindset around their lives and what they can do and the possibilities. Hey.
Yeah, and that is hard for people to get their head wrapped around as well too, right? Because it's that traditional, we've been doing it for years, the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, like it's the same routine for everybody, right? And we've done things in this century or this millennium that people were doing in the last one, right? And decades and decades of the same thing. Absolutely. So take the leap, and there's assurances, but remember, you have to do some research, make sure this is the right thing that you want to do, understand what you have, what the requirements are. If you're coachable, this is going to be easy for you, and learning, if you'd like to learn.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. It was so great to have you.
Thank you.
I really look forward to seeing you guys again. We had so much fun together.
Yes.
I just want to say to anybody who's listening now, or if you're listening a little later on, reach out to Tony and Rita, or reach out to me, and we would be so happy to give you the information. There's not a lot of pressure. There's just, all you have to do is have a look. And if you want to go even deeper, have another look. There's that $149, but it's fully refundable within 30 days. So, you don't have anything to lose, really. And I think that it's worth every penny just to have a look. And then if you want your pennies back, you can get them back.
Yeah. And don't forget to ask a lot of questions when you're doing your research.
Ask a lot of questions. That's right. Well, okay. Thank you so much. And we will be talking to you again soon.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you for having
Susan.
us.
Thank you so much.